I don't know if you know this, but last year they lost $250,000. To be charitable, you actually have to give money to charity. You have to give money to be charity. It's like a slush fund for them.
Ethan and Hila are well aware that we raised $1.3 million for charity the first year of Creator Clash. The second year we operated at a loss, and I take full responsibility for that. It's been really disheartening to see how often Ethan will attack Creator Clash through us or attack us through Creator Clash.
Ian and Anissa, masters of putting on an event.
He's highlighting this post, saying the event is going to be worse than TanaCon. Can't wait for them to blame us for their failed event.
Okay, I am live. I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to jump you on anything. I just had a question about the mechanics of Creator Clash that I thought you might be able to answer.
I was about to go off on some racist, by the way. You're lucky you gave me that heads up. I thought we were doing secret Nazi talk that you love so much. What's going on? What is it now? What did they do?
No, I have a question. So I'm trying to understand the mechanics, and you were the one who explained them to me. So I can see there's a donate page that has raised $33,000 right now, and that appears to not be related to ticket sales. That's just a flat charity donate page, right? What percentage of the ticket sales go to charity?
I don't think any.
Because that's what I think, and that has to not be correct.
I think these are separate. I think I'm gonna this was my understanding of it. Is that the fundraiser is one thing, and the ticket sales are the event, and the event, I guess, would bring eyeballs to the fundraiser in some way.
That's insane if that's the way that works. So wait, the tickets are for the gala,
Nicholas,
and the donate button is for charity.
My man.
The ticket. The tickets for you mean for the fight?
Yeah, the tickets for the fight pay for the gala and the comedians and all this shit, right? That's what that's paying for. The ticket pays for the event, and the donate button pays for the charity, and they are now two entirely separate entities.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's how it is. I think that's the.
So this is not a charity event. This is a boxing match that actually has a charity component.
Nicholas, you stupid motherfucker! It was never charity, bro.
Dude, this is evil. Evil Harley is called in to tell me I was right the entire time.
This is my heel turn. I'm doing a boxing event, and it's called No Charity.
Dude, I'm fucking dying, bro. This is insane. There's got to be something we're missing here, surely. Because I'm going in the frequently asked questions, and it's all like, "How can I donate?" It's like you can donate directly to Stand Up to Cancer here. What happened to all the other charities? This is just for cancer this time.
Oh, they did that. Yeah, that I know. So it's only Stand Up to Cancer, and I know that the last.
Well, it's okay. The Alzheimer's patients, as Buckley said, the Alzheimer's patients don't even remember they didn't get paid last time.
Yeah. Fuck him. No, I'm kidding. The whole charity thing last time was tied to fighters, and I think a number of fighters that that I spoke to took it really personally. And this way,
what's the name of the
expenses?
guy?
I guess the logic is the expenses of the event won't affect the outcome of the donation to charity. But then I guess the boxing event is somewhat of a standalone thing. But the way I saw it, when I was wondering, we had discussed this, would people promote it? Do people want to promote it? Will they promote it? I always thought the promotion, at least with the last one, was you had a charity, and your charity would get paid based on ticket sales. So you were inclined to promote it.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's you didn't select the charity. I'm sure the charity is still important to everyone, and it's still a good cause. But you didn't select the charity, so you don't have the personal aspect attached to the charity, nor do you have the ticket sales going to charity. So,
Yeah, this is fucking crazy. And the top fundraiser... Wait, I didn't even realize this, chat. I didn't realize this. So they've made $33,000? No, they haven't. iDubbbz contributed $15,200 out of his own money. They've only gotten about like fucking $18,000 in donations and we're a month and a half away from the event.
I think it's worth noting. I thought Ethan donated like 5,000 also or something.
I see 1,000 from Ethan and H3H3 full leaderboards.
Okay.
The top
Yeah, I remember when he was
donation.
doing the boxing thing. There was a donation.
Yeah, this is fucking weird. This can't be the case, dude. Because then it's literally not a charity event. It's literally just a boxing match that's like promoting a charity.
Well, I could probably make a connection if I were still boxing in the event. I could definitely make a connection.
Like you'd have a great argument for this, right? Like you'd know exactly how to word it.
I really would. Give me 1 second, actually. Let me think one up.
Dude, you were the strongest soldier, bro. You'd have an answer for me.
Here, think about this. The boxing event brings a lot of eyeballs to the fundraiser for the charity.
But we actually can field test this because it's so far it hasn't. And we're talking about Creator Clash every day. Like every day they're talking about Creator Clash. Now I have to imagine that after Hassan's stream, this thing is gonna blow up. Like Hassan is gonna watch the content.
What Hassan stream?
Hassan is watching the content nuke for charity, and I assume it's literally going to be this. It's literally going to be this charity. This is my guess. I imagine that whatever he makes on that stream.
I think so too.
But if he does that, does that count? Like if Hassan does a charity stream and raises $1 million for cancer, does that mean Creator Clash raised $1 million through cancer? Like, would you give that to Creator Clash if they do that all in one day on Hassan's stream?
Creator Clash 1 and 2 raised over $1 million. You know where I stand, bro.
Yeah, dude. Can we
Can
break that down? Can we cut that in half and see what was the exact breakdown on the two of those? Oh fuck.
Anyway, if Hassan raises $1 million, nobody has to box.
They can just go home. They don't. No one gets CTE in, dude.
It's part of the contract. The boxing event doesn't happen.
Wait, what? You're kidding, right?
No, I'm joking.
Oh, okay. Crazy. Yeah, dude, they just get to go to the gallows.
You don't know anymore with how everything's playing out.
This is so fucking stupid. Yeah, like, it literally could be anything.
It's been a wild ride.
Listen, do you want to kind of? I don't know how much you want to talk about what happened with you. Do you have any? Do you want to kind of run through how that went down, or are you going to keep that tight-lipped?
You put me on the fucking spot like this?
Hey, listen, the answer no is perfectly okay. I am not trying to sabotage any of your friendships.
No, I have no life. I have no friends, and I'm a former athlete. I have nothing. I'm ready. Whatever, dude. No, I do want to say one thing. I think that the Hassan stream will actually raise a shit ton of money because I think he has a really loyal audience, and he's been very successful in the past with fundraisers, and I think he can raise a lot. If I had to like ballpark it, I feel like he could raise like over $600,000 in a single stream.
I'm thinking he's going to make $911,000.
I think that is a very accurate number. And I know what you did there, but I do think.
Yeah, I think that Creator Clash deserves 911,000. You know. Fuck it, I'll say it, dude. Okay.
I'm not. Listen. But actually, all joking aside, I didn't want to go too high. I think that is a very accurate number.
They should set the goal for that. That probably would help them make more money. Oh man. How you been? Are you in good spirits? That's the most important thing.
Yeah, I'm driving from Florida back to Montreal. I stopped by a Buc-ee's. You know Buc-ee's gas station?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I went there. And then I was driving for a couple hours and I needed to get gas. And I went into another Buc-ee's.
And then did you swipe your like Creator Clash card and then it was revoked? Like it just didn't work? Your company card just like said invalid. Like they cut you off.
Well, it's interesting. There was a post yesterday by that account with the smiley face there was like from inside Creator Clash Discord. Like it was shared. Do you know that? Which one I'm talking about?
Oh yeah,
It was one of the
it was oh fuck, I get the name wrong every time. Not Justin Wong, not Justin Wang. It was Freddie Wong. Freddie Wong. Yeah, Freddie Wong on there.
Freddie Wong, but you have no fucking respect for the YouTube OGs, do
Okay,
you?
dude. Fucking hold on.
Holy
Ethan literally
shit,
goes,
bro.
shout out to the OG. Then he said Freddie Wang, and then Hila had to fucking he was like, dude, it's Wong. Like right after he gave like a whole fucking thing. It was so funny. Oh,
Okay,
God.
but that message that went out, and I was like, I saw that, I was like, oh fuck, I'm like, everyone's gonna think this is me. And then I went to the Discord and I was removed. And I messaged people that I know working with. And I was like, just so you guys know, by the way, I don't have comms with that guy. This was not me. And they're like, no, it's okay. We're removing people that weren't in the phone, which is cool. That's standard procedure. Totally normal.
Yeah.
I respect that. You should do that. But I did find it a little entertaining that I was removed immediately after there was a call from within the Discord.
By the way, while Harley's here, they're spamming in chat. Harley's charity is National MS Society. If you want to contribute to anything, don't contribute to this thing. Contribute to that instead. Okay, that's where we should send our money.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah. What so they don't own it. What have they made announcements on the website or? Because I'll be honest, I tweeted I'm not boxing.
Yeah, they took you off. Today they took you off, and now I actually tweeted it out earlier. People are starting to get successful refunds now because I think legally they have to.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Wait, hold on. That's even crazier. Wait, why can't you get a refund if it's not going to charity? I thought that was going to Tiltify. That was why I assumed you couldn't get a refund. If it's not going to charity, why can't you get a refund?
That's interesting. I don't know that type of stuff. I never really dove into. I barely even understood like the way the fundraising was going and stuff like that. Like when we had our discussion, the very first one, when I was talking to you and Buckley, when I got off, my cousin Justin, he's my business partner. He was like, "Oh, it's interesting that they didn't ask you how the breakdown was," and I was like, "Oh, what's the breakdown?" And he was like, "Oh, they're doing it differently this year," and he explained it. And I was like, "Oh, yeah." I'm like, "Yeah, that would have been interesting." And I was just thinking about how that would have been an interesting piece of information for you, maybe like 2 months ago or a month and a half ago there. But I really didn't even know about it. And even then, since then, I didn't pursue exactly how it is. But when I heard that it was separate, I was like, "Oh, that's not really motivating for the fighters to share it." But it looks like they've been calling up some fighters and being like, "You have to share it," because I saw Tubbo post or on a stream being like, "Yeah, they're paying the big bucks." Oh yeah, you tweeted it at me.
Yeah, I said that to you. I was like, Harley, I'm thinking this guy might have gotten a bag. Because I remember I had talked to you right before you dropped out, and I was like, dude, if they're paying LA Beast more, which by the way, he came into chat. Shout out LA Beast. I hope you fight a really cool fucking opponent. I'm rooting for you. I'm not rooting to bully any of these people into dropping out, just to be clear. All right. But fucking if LA Beast made more than you, I think that Sapnap and Tubbo got a bag. And today I think that clip of like, dude, the stipend, would you say the stipend is a lot of fucking money for a guy like Tubbo right now?
I mean, let me see him hit the bag and hit the pads. I want to see where the money went, you know? Let me see. But it's tough. Like, I feel the one thing about the stipend is like every time, like I've utilized it and taken advantage of it. So I come from the perspective, I'm like, that was extremely helpful and useful to me. And it could provide a better match to an extent there. But like, I don't know. I like I said, I don't think every YouTuber takes advantage of it or utilizes it. And Tubbo, like, I haven't seen any footage or anything like that.
Oh my! Wait, breaking news! Breaking news! Wait, is this Creator Clash subreddit run by the actual Creator Clash people? Who the fuck is Lizard Boy Official? Because they're an official moderator on the Creator Clash subreddit. Question about fundraising 3 months ago. So I see the Tilify campaign, but I don't see any info about proceeds of ticket sales or pay-per-views going to charity. Does anyone have a source on this info? The Creator Clash website doesn't have any, and I see some people saying the ticket sales aren't going to charity. A moderator stepped in to say ticket sales will cover expenses. If there's revenue generated, the money will go to charity. The Tilify link is to provide money to charity regardless of the event's success.
Oh, okay.
So it's exactly the same as Creator Clash 2, but they did the extra beg for money thing before the event this time instead of after.
Which is smart, but then also like, and now that I'm not a part of it and I can just freely just say things. I always default to, if a business is like, yes, when we make the net revenue, then we'll give it to charities and whatnot. And I'm like, oh, the net. I wonder what will the expenses be? Oh, it covers expenses. What are expenses? Someone's salary? How much are they getting paid? Like, net expenses never cuts it. And I think if you have a separate fundraiser, I bet you, because I'm just going to talk out of my ass now, I bet you like the success of the fundraiser will determine how much expenses there were. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Like if Hassan raises 500,000, then they're like, oh, you know what? Let's give a little bit from the ticket sales over here. If he raises 911,000 twice, then they might be like, we're not giving any expenses there.
yeah, fuck this, dude. I'm sorry. I'll fucking say it. The Tilify shit doesn't count. If this is how it's working and they're donating whatever the revenue the event gains, that's what Creator Clash 3 fucking did. Because the people in my chat did not even know that their ticket that they fucking can't get refunds for wasn't going to charity automatically. I'm sorry, dude. This is fucking ridiculous. I don't know what these people learned from their first event.
Well, the first event was great.
Well, I'm sorry, their second event. Well, actually, I've learned some new things about the first event. Are you aware of any tax thing with the first event that I guess they didn't properly file? Do you know anything about that?
No. That's inside baseball. Like if you're like, that's a business thing.
Yeah.
I never.
I have to investigate that. Don't take that as a fucking matter of fact, chat. But like, someone posted there were issues with the first Creator Clash, and a lot of them were brand new to me. Let me see.
Well, I think a big issue, like for people with the second one, was people found out that there was no money going to their charities quite a long time after the event. You know?
Yeah.
I touched on that a little bit, but that was like that was just a thing, that was that made people feel a way. I mean, I don't know.
Actually, Anissa said specifically, right, that it felt like a movie when she had found out that they didn't make any money during the gala. It was like a movie. Do you feel the same way when you found out the event made no money for charity? Did you feel like it was cinematic?
I felt like it was an episode of a cartoon.
Like you were just like, you got hit with a hammer and you just started like bouncing?
I assume, well, I don't remember exactly, but I think I found out during festival season, and I may have been preparing for Burning Man. So I think everything felt like an episode of the cartoon at that point in my life.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I think I specifically remember being like, oh gosh, now I got to hear from Keemstar about this shit.
Well, this time you're the big hero.
Now Keemstar's really going to give it to me on all that.
Well, dude, you were the only person in there, and then you got burned for it. And like, I liked. Did you see the new Ian video?
I watched some clips of it.
It's actually super fucked up. People keep calling him like CT Ian. I super disavow that, by the way. Yeah, I'm sorry. What was your thoughts?
Oh, I was watching a couple of clips of it, and I've been a little off because I tweeted out I'm not boxing, and then I just stopped going on Twitter because I can't help it but answer people.
Mm-hmm.
Like I even answered your fucking Discord call and called you back. Because I was like, oh, you
Thank
know
you.
what? I should probably not talk a little bit and just see what's going to happen. Because usually I speak too much on things, you know.
Yeah.
But I did want to know. You know, you got your finger on the pulse of the creator class community. So I want to know what's going on. What was the sentiment out there?
Oh,
And
so
I want
Ian
to know what
told
people thought about
everybody.
the. Yeah, what?
Ian told everybody that everyone was already aware they were dropping out and they were fine with it. And then the next day, that's when the Freddie Wong message got leaked.
That's interesting.
So he
Yeah.
just straight up
I think
lied
that-
in his video. Because, you know, the first 5 minutes or whatever is dedicated to saying that Ethan Klein ruined Creator Clash.
Oh, I thought that that Freddie message was really interesting because I think it was like like when I saw that message for me personally, I was like, I'm glad I'm not attached right now because I do vocalize my opinion often. And when I saw that message, I was like, I think people have the right to be angry right now. And
Yeah,
I
but
think
they can't
everyone that
drop. They can't drop. Dude, you got paid ahead of time, right?
hell yeah, dude, you can't fucking out to a job, man. You gotta do.
Dude, but Lena
No,
didn't.
I didn't.
Lena literally didn't get paid.
Well, you know, I'd be shocked if they didn't give her anything.
Supposedly they're not. Supposedly she gets nothing. Ethan is covering it.
I know he's covering it. I knew he was going to do that, and I always thought he would do that. And I mean, when I was dropping out, it was really like a low key thing. And the only reason why I tweeted out I'm not boxing is because I didn't want my audience to buy. I knew already that it was tricky to get refunds. I didn't want anyone to buy a ticket because my picture was still on the Instagram and I saw they were running ads. I was in Tampa. They were running ads on Instagram local to Tampa that had me in the ad. And so I said, I'm not boxing just to get the message out that I'm not. So if someone, I don't know, Buckley wanted to buy tickets to see me dressed like Solid Snake, that they wouldn't be buying the tickets thinking that I would be there. So I wanted to just push that out right away. And that was just me looking out in that sense because someone might want to do that. But I think what ended up happening was I think it may have encouraged or inspired. I don't want to say directly, but it's kind of hard being the first one. And I think maybe Lena and AB, they decided to separate from all the drama of it because I did. And that was something that crossed my mind, but I didn't bring it up to Creator Clash people when I was just kind of like weeding through our stuff. That I don't want to get into the details of it, but when I was weeding through it, and they were kind of being, let's just say, blasé about it. In my head, I thought that there was a chance that there could be some sort of domino effect. And I was surprised that, you know, sometimes I don't want to point out something that I think would be an obvious thing for people or something that they should know or be aware of. Like I have I didn't want to, I don't want to say do their job for them, but my thought was like, someone else might drop out if this gets weird.
But if they didn't get
I
paid,
feel-
they can't drop out. Like if those guys want to drop out and they didn't get their stipend, they're on the hook for tens of thousands of dollars or whatever. I don't know. I heard the stipend. What is the stipend? Just to be clear, what was the assumed stipend?
It's $15,000.
It's 15,000. Got it.
Yeah. But you know, if I signed the contract and I didn't get the money and I got to where I am right now, I would still do the exact same thing and be like, I would send them the bill for what I paid. And I'd be like, you guys have to pay this. Like, that's
Yeah.
exactly what I would do. If I were anyone that wanted to leave, I would leave and I would send the bill and I'd be like, here.
Dude,
look,
you go.
like,
They're
you know,
going, but you're stealing from charity. No, there's a Tilify.
I'd say no. We're stealing from charity.
Oh man, I just edited the HTML on the page to make it look like Jay Leray is fighting LA Beast, and I'm gonna leave this on while we're talking. So the backdrop, dude, this main card is crazy.
This is that would be really crazy. This is the hardest part for me, is that like all of the fighters on the card, I really want them to have a great event. Like
Me too.
I don't spend a second cursing the event. Like I do want it to go over well, but like it's been feeling more haphazard than in the past. And it kind of was very easy for me to separate. And then when, it was like Ian and Anissa are stepping down, do you want to come back? I was like, that was never a fucking problem for me.
Wow. Wait a minute. So wait, they dropped down and then they tried to bring you back to the table?
What do you know? You didn't know that?
That's not you didn't say anything publicly.
I don't know what's public or not. But no, yeah, I was separate, and then when it was
Wait, so are you saying they dropped out to try to bring you back and they still failed?
I don't think they dropped out to try and bring me back. I don't exactly know why they dropped out. I think they have their reasons, and I think they really wanted to put the event first. But also, I always default to people being a YouTuber, and I don't want to speak for Ian because I can't, because I don't know. But like the way I see it is, I'm like, oh, I think he wants to make fucking videos.
Wow, like, dude, I don't know if he wants to make videos. Have you seen his rampant usage of clip art? He thinks that he could just put clip art on the screen of a dog saying no, and that's like the hilarious joke, the iconic hilarious moment.
I didn't watch is this from the Content Deputy?
Yeah, no, it's in that one. It's just not good. It is certified not good.
I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it because it's like a weird drama adjacent to my existence that I kind of like didn't expect, and I just I worry that I go in there and I'm gonna see some shit about me, and then I'm gonna have to say some shit.
No, it's okay. It's not about you. It's basically the main takeaway is that Ethan is responsible for the CPS call.
Ethan is his own behavior. Oh yeah,
that's the new angle. Yeah, it's Ethan's fault, dude.
Yeah.
Well, Ethan needs to take some goddamn responsibility and talk to Dr. Lipschitz, the therapist, dude.
Yeah. See, I'm just shocked because, like, if I think about creators out there that I wouldn't want to start shit with, the last guy I would want to start shit with is a dude who has infinite energy for beef, who has like endless YouTube money, and who has like 5 podcast shows a week that go on for hours. This is like the worst type of person to start a beef with.
Yeah, I know.
Because they are like and I knew it beforehand. I was like, someone you do a video on Ethan, you made a video. That's cool. You are now going to be a segment every week for years.
It's a forever
one. And
war.
other creators get bored. Ethan doesn't get bored, man. He doesn't get bored. I pulled up a React thing. It was like 3 hours into the video, into his show, and he was 4 minutes into the video. It's like 3 hours, and I'm like, man, this is the worst guy to start shit with.
Yeah, it's gonna be and again, he makes the follow-up video, and you know what? How long it took Ethan to react to it today? 30-minute video, 5 hours. Ethan didn't finish it.
Yeah, but it was today that I jumped in, and he was. I looked at it, and he was 3 hours into the show, and it was like 4 minutes into the video.
He just started fucking pulling up every screenshot, every clip. He said, "Oh, Harley, you're here. Actually, we can get to the bottom of this." So, did Creator Clash ever pay for flights on either year? Were flights paid for people who didn't fight?
I was.
You know any instance of that happening?
I believe I had a flight. At the time, my coach had a flight because he wasn't in Florida. So we both got flown in, and I think I got another flight.
Like you got another flight, or you were able to bring someone?
Including myself, I think 2 or 3 flights.
Okay. So it's like, because AB talked about it, saying his guests for Creator Clash were Frogan And so I guess AB would know if Frogan was flown out. So maybe certain fighters got flights, and then so I don't want to say lower fighters. That's not like a diss to AB, but like,
Well, because some people like some coaches, let's say, in like if you were LA based, like that coach was a coach for like 3 fighters, so they're getting flown out anyways. So maybe it's not affecting the 2 or 3 flights that you have yourself. You know?
mm-hmm. So it's a friend thing. Like you can bring, like it's like you can bring a friend, or you can bring a coach, or you can bring like a significant other. Maybe that's what it is. It's for a significant other, but not everyone has one.
Yeah, I think it was something like that. You know, I mean, when I was saying that, like Ian and Anissa had stepped down, and they had hit me up again, that was never an issue for me. You know, like I personally, my direct interactions, like up until the end of this last one, I enjoyed interacting with them, and I think, like, you know, as potential business collaborators, I see it gets a little messy, but like nothing against them in that sense. So when they were removed, or not, when they stepped down, and then they came back to me, my thought process was like, well, who's running it? Like, in the sense that like if let's say it were me, let's say if they were like, hey, they're stepping down, you've been there since the beginning, do you want to own it? Will you take their will you take their
Will you
a part
take
of
this
their
ticking time bomb, please?
you sound like my dad. I brought this up to him, that's what he said. And I was like if I own it, well then I'll be on the H3 podcast tomorrow talking about it.
Yeah, have you ever seen the Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest?
Which number? I've
It's
seen them
number
all.
two. Number 2.
Okay, yes.
It's like being given the Black Pearl right as the Kraken is coming.
Right.
Like that thing is sinking, that is going underwater no matter what. But for a brief couple of minutes, you have the fastest ship in the ocean.
Yeah. Yeah, so if I did have the Black Pearl, I think that I would be on the H3 podcast this week. Like there's gonna be a fundraiser with Hassan that's attached to the event. So there needs to be like it's just a bizarre setup for me personally, because I'm like, so what's going on? It's getting more
It's
up.
getting more unhinged by the minute.
Like I see some of the fighters, they're like tweeting stuff, and then they're like, yeah, I got rid of my tweet because I don't have the energy, or because, you know, you guys, this isn't my, and I feel bad because like when I got into drama the last event and stuff, like it is a weird
All
mental
right, but
passion.
Jayla Ray fucking deserved the pushback, okay? I'm gonna fight you on that one. I know exactly who you're talking about.
How come? Well, I also LA Beast had tweeted something, and I retweeted it because I'm a very
LA Beast didn't do anything wrong. The Jayla Ray person put out a tweet saying, "I can't even believe that these people are trying to see a charity fail." And she fought in Creator Clash too, bro. She knew better. I'm sorry. I quote tweeted her with a picture of Mr. Frog eating a person.
Oh, it's your fault she got hate.
Yes, I am the one. I have inflicted it.
Why do you do this? Why do you do this to her? Why do you do this to Bo Blacks?
Bo Blacks deserves the hate. Dude, Bo Blacks was writing in fucking Ethan's chat today, and he stopped the whole stream to be like, dude, are you homeless? I heard you're homeless. Are you going to go on LOLcow?
He's not homeless. He has a Switch 2.
No, he doesn't have a Switch 2. He has 1/3 of a Switch 2. He put a down payment.
Oh, well then my boxing event will raise money for the rest of his Switch.
Can you pay for his mortgage? He needs that more.
Well, listen, between Bo Blacks and Frogan and Jayla Ray, you got to scale it back, dude.
Dude, you should make the charity for lolcows. That's what you should do. You should create a charity for lolcows so they don't have to all work for Keemstar and the Keemstar Industrial Complex.
And then I box DSP.
Yes. Because he wasn't one of the original members.
You know who'd be sick on that card?
Who?
I don't know how familiar you are with him. King Cobra.
Oh, yeah, I think I know who that is.
You think you know who that is? The best wand maker in all of the land, and you think you know who
I
that
think
is?
I know who that is. I think I've heard the name.
It's fucking legend. I think that the mouthpiece face of Creator Clash should be a person that can go and that's what I wanted iDubbbz to be like, or like I not wanted but envisioned in my head, or even Anissa to like go and go on shows and like I saw like Willie Mack had tweeted a week ago or 2 weeks ago. He was like, Ian, come on my show and let's talk about it, blah blah blah. And in my head, I was like, oh yeah, he should go on that.
Oh yeah, never gonna
And
happen.
when team starts talking shit, like he should go on that. And he should talk and kind of do what I did, but he has better answers. He has more information.
Well, wait,
And
iDubbbz kind of said that's what his game plan was this year. He said when Creator Clash 2 happened, I was quiet because I didn't want to harm the event. But this year, when people called me out, I fought back. The only problem with that is that it had nothing to do with Creator Clash. He posted Content Cop on Ethan and destroyed Creator Clash. He was acting like he was doing it to save the event, but nobody was criticizing the event prior.
well, maybe it mobilizes Hassan stands in a very large way, and maybe it is extremely successful event because Hassan has a loyal fan base that wants to fly to Florida for the fight and wants to also raise money.
Well, dude, how much money can really go to charity if the Teddy Fresh Gestapos are gonna like inspect every fucking clothing tag that comes through the building to make sure there's no hostile people entering?
I mean, I guess, if I were Hassan and I raised $900,000+ and also sold like majority of tickets, I'd be like, yeah, give me your ownership. If you guys are stepping down, give it to me now. This is my thing now.
I would throw like $2,000 down if Frogan would fight LA Beast for the headliner.
LA Beast would never hit a woman. No, LA Beast is the purest.
He seems very nice.
The first and truest victim of this entire thing is LA Beast.
No, I think Lena is the bigger victim.
Oh yeah, that's true. Her too. I called up LA Beast and like apologized profusely. And he was like so understanding about it and everything, and I really was so bummed because like when drama first started to pop up, I had people hitting me up that was like, "Oh, you got to back out of this shit. How are you going to support this shit when blah 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 blah?" And I was like, "Listen, first of all, LA Beast has got a newborn and he's committed to this shit. I'm going to do this 100%. I'm committed, And it just got to a point where I couldn't. I wanted to be apart from it, and it's been easy to be apart from it, and I am content with that. But I felt very bad about fucking with his shit there.
Yeah.
And I hit him up, and he was so understanding because he's like the chillest guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's the chill. It would have sucked kicking his ass. No, I'm kidding. He's really fucking strong. He's really strong and in great shape, and he's a very powerful guy. So I don't know about that. And for me, I'm not a good enough boxer to to go into this event with like with like Israel on my back or some shit. There's a weird attachment of
Dude, you're gonna be like Conor McGregor with a gigantic fucking Israeli Jewish flag. I said you're gonna be like Conor McGregor, like holding the gigantic Israeli Jewish flag.
Hello?
Oh, can you hear me? Hello?
Hello?
Hey! Can you hear me? Oh.
Yeah.
Yay! Okay, cool. Well, I don't know what else there really is. We're probably winding down now.
Okay.
How does it feel to not ever have to think about the Israel fucking Palestine conflict ever again?
How does it feel to what?
Never have to talk about or think about the Israel Palestine conflict ever again.
Well, now that I think we've almost solved it, now that the YouTubers of United States of America have just about solved that whole thing, it'll be nice that we can all exist in peace.
Yeah,
because
actually,
we sorted it out.
I actually have
a couple videos.
I have some evidence right now that there's a truce. Are you aware that there is currently a truce? This tweet came out the other day from some very smart individual saying, after a private meeting hosted by Mudahar, we've all agreed to discuss. We all agreed to disagree and stop the ongoing feud. Palestine and Israel have signed the truce. So I think Mudahar actually brokered peace in the Middle East.
This is great. So, I mean, if Israel and Palestine are no longer at war, then I guess I'll be boxing in Creator Clash.
That was it, dude. It's the war. It's the fucking war, dude. I saw. Did you see this Anissa tweet? I gotta read it to you. So, someone named Caramel Colored posted, "Thank you to Anissa and Ian. I am making my sugar daddy buy me $34 tickets plus donating $100. Sad you guys had to drop out of the event. I'll support the event regardless." And then it's like this creepy old Jeffrey Epstein coded man, like Mike from PAing her shoulder. And for some reason, this was the tweet that Anissa Jomha decided to reply to. It's like, "Thank you, girl. We really appreciate it. Best gift you can give us." Like, what is the optics here? By the way, I'm not saying that this guy's like a pedo or something. I'm saying that he's got like the Jeffrey Epstein beard situation.
Well, she said that's her sugar daddy?
Yeah, like her sugar daddy is paying this.
Well, I mean, that is consistent. The vibe has been boxing and sex workers.
Dude, boxing. Dude, that's what they need. Oh my god, dude. That's what they need. They need boxing sex workers and make it X-rated.
But that's what the vibe was with Creator Clash too, wasn't it?
Wow, that was they had like Amaranth come out, right? That was what they did with that?
Yeah, I thought that it was Froggy had said that he was uncomfortable with the vibes.
Mm-hmm. Wait, he was?
It was all boxing. Yeah, he said that he was uncomfortable with the vibes. There was a lot of it was sex workers, and then the response to him was that, well, that's the vibe. It's good. It's boxing and sex workers. I might be misquoting it, but I'm pretty sure because I remembered saying that a bit. That it was.
I missed that part. I didn't remember that.
I don't know if you missed it, but you did have a lot of information in your head, and not everything gets to have a place. You know.
Yeah.
We only have so much space that we could have in our brain.
This event can only be. I can only remember so many of the insanely fucked up things that I have learned about Creator Clash in the last couple of years. Did you ever think we'd be here?
No, but it does follow like a kind of like a successful movie and then a follow-up sequel and then like let's make
direct to DVD, direct to DVD, bro.
It does have, yeah. I just feel like I'm Nicolas Cage on the cover at the gas station DVD box. Like,
bro, we're in our bio Broly year, if you know what that means. That's what's happening right now. This is insane.
In our what? In our what?
Oh, we're in our bio Broly year. I don't know. If you don't know what DBZ is, you wouldn't.
Is this Dragon Ball
Super? No, Dragon Ball Z.
Oh. What, movie 13 with Broly?
No, so there was Broly, then there was like a second Broly one, and there was a third bio Broly one where it was like an abomination and they ruined the character.
Oh, I don't think I saw that one. Yeah,
it was bad.
Goku fought Broly, and I think he went Super Saiyan 3 to fight him.
I don't remember, dude. That's a long time since I don't think that must have been an earlier movie.
What I'm talking about is actually the first DVD, the very first thing I ever bought on eBay in my life in like the year 2000.
Really?
The year 2000, I bought like Dragon Ball Z movie 13 or something, and it had Broly in it. And I was like, who the fuck is that? And he was just like the strongest Saiyan ever, and he fought Goku. And obviously Goku won.
Were you trying to channel that energy in your boxing matches?
No, but you know, I gotta say, I did. It's really what's so funny about the whole sword and all that is I'm a huge Bleach fan, and my original walkout was to Bleach Season 2 intro. And they said that they don't have the music for that, the D-Technoverse song from Bleach Season 2. So I switched the song, but this time it was going to be that song, and I had a robe like a cat.
Oh, that
what's
sucks.
so crazy? What's crazy is it was selected before the Bleach sword moment. Before that happened. So
wait, you literally would have walked out to Bleach after the Nazi sword incident. That would have been so fucking crazy.
But what's really crazy is I'm driving back to Canada now, and I don't even know if they're going to let me in with it. But I have a sword in my back seat with a Jewish star on it.
What?
Because it was going to be, it was going to be part of the bit. I had a whole bit after the sword thing happened. I was like, oh,
you bought a Star of David's sword to bring to the fucking event? Harley, you have to you have to pose with that.
I had a picture with it, and I sent it to.
Dude, could you imagine you and like a fucking lightsaber thing? You and Ian clashing swords.
Well, you see, I did like the idea of playing up drama with Ian leading up to the event, but the charge of the event got to a place where it's like, wait, if I beef with Ian leading up to the event,
oh, he'll just fire you. Yeah, he's not having that.
Well, even if he was down to play with it, I'm just like on the pro genocide side of this, like the way that it's worded.
Yeah,
it's like let's say leading up to the event, like we do a bit where I slap him in the face, and he would have been down to play some shit like that. But now it's like a pro genocide slap. There's like a weird connotation attached to it that kind of messed with the whole kayfabe aspect, because there's a kayfabe aspect to the show, but it's attached to a bloody holy war.
I don't understand how things, dude. I keep thinking back to our January conversation, and I just have no idea how it got this bad. Like, I don't think I could have ever guessed that it would go down quite like this.
There is a part of me that I'm like, I wonder if I ruined Creator Clash 2 and Creator Clash 3.
I think Creator Clash 2 was doomed to be fucked. Like, I think, dude, I'm sorry. No, Anissa Jomha effectively destroyed Creator Clash 3, and I think that happened the minute she selected the fucking Tampa Bay Lightning Stadium again. I think that is the moment this thing was destined to fail, is after she said we need to downsize, and they went right back.
Wait, did they say that they're downsizing?
Yeah, they said they need to downsize. They were talking about like potentially having free viewing and stuff, and then letting people restream it or whatever to get more eyes on the charity. And then instead, they're now doing pay-per-view in the same stadium. Again.
Yeah. Oh, I think they had talked about potentially downsizing this event before it came out. I don't think they're going to do that. It might be
not now. Not now. I'm saying when they said if we did wait, they're talking about doing it now.
No, it was something that had come up like a couple weeks back.
Oh my god! Wait, is that around the time they shut down the Upper Bowl?
I wasn't. I don't know about the Upper Bowl thing. I don't know. The ticket thing was like I don't know how they sell tickets. How Live Nation or Ticketmaster or whatever does that. I don't know what the move is. So I know that they were like shutting parts down and reopening it up for tickets, because otherwise you'd feel like you were buying tickets to a show by yourself.
Well, I mean, some people I know have tickets up there and there's nobody around them and you can't buy them. They're like confused. A friend of mine, and I'm not going to name the YouTuber because I don't want to get them involved, has written to the Instagram account and is asking them like, what happens to me if this seat doesn't exist by the time that the event happens that I already paid for, and they just don't have any answers.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. So when you donate to the fundraiser, is it exactly like just donating directly to charity, or is there an incentive to go through there?
I found out tonight after covering this for a couple of months that the ticket didn't go to charity. So I'm learning right now. I literally thought that the ticket price was charity still. And I should have known. So when you go to the thing, right, it says tickets on the right, donate on the left, which is very good because they're very close to each other. And you go here and it gives you an option when you open this page to donate, I guess, from, what is it, benefit stand up to cancer. So this takes you to the Tiltify, or the Tiltify rather.
How much is a Creator Clash 3 ticket compared to a Creator Clash 2 ticket equivalent, since there's no charity aspect to the ticket?
I don't know. What was the price of the Creator Clash 2 tickets? Let me Google that. Creator Clash 2 PPV price. 20. Oh fuck, dude. Oh, dude. This is not going to be an answer that you want to hear. Well, maybe it is. So pricing for the event started at $24.99 on the day of the show. The price becomes $34.99. If I want to buy a ticket right now for a pay-per-view, this is not an event ticket. It is for live stream only. It does not grant you access. If you would like to attend, it's like, all right, PPV ticket, Veeps. It is currently $34.99.
So there's no like early bird special.
No. At this point last year, if you purchased this ticket at this time, it would have been fucking
$10 cheaper.
It would have been $10 cheaper, but there's no, and this is a Veeps exclusive. Good for that. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, they still haven't updated it. Harley, you're still on the fucking card.
Where?
On the fucking pay-per-view. They updated it on the website, but where you actually give them your money, your fucking face is on the site.
My stupid fucking face is there?
Wait, is Lena on here too?
Oh.
How far back do I have to go? Oh wait, oh yeah, Lena's on here too. They forgot to dude, they fucking forgot to take you guys off the fucking thing.
Well,
dude,
you know, I guess there's a lot of there's a lot of things to do, I assume, and there must be a hustle, but this is the type of thing where I think you got to have a person out there.
Yeah, they do. They have an entire organization. Remember you said that they have an entire organization whose exclusive job it is to keep the promotion running smoothly. They're paying people for this.
Why don't they have a person that's saying exactly what's going on?
Harley, you're all the promotional material. That's you. I'm watching you get punched right now. I'm literally watching you get punched in the face.
Okay. You could stop watching that, though. You should stop watching that.
Dude, this is so fucking crazy. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. This is so stupid.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, look, wait. You can purchase with an add-on. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Dude, it's like, dude, you know what this is? You ever go to the grocery store and they're like, would you like to donate $25 to kids with cancer? And then you hard click no. That's what the charity component of the ticket is. This is so fucking stupid, dude.
Oh, when you buy the ticket, it asks you there if you want to also donate?
It's like, do you want to give money to kids with cancer? No. Click through.
Okay. Okay.
Wait, I don't even know what happens because that's an add-on. I had to click a tab to get there. Okay, hold on. Let me pull this off screen for a second because I don't want to accidentally like show my credit card info or something on Google. So I put up. It says, "Oh wow." Okay, hold on. Oh, dude, wait. This is so. I don't want to say this is predatory because this is so weird. Why is there a 10-minute countdown timer in the top to lock in my price? If the price doesn't change,
I think that's because the seat that you get can only be held. I think
the seat.
Movie theaters do that.
Yeah, which seat is this? Am I going in VR? It's pay-per-view.
Oh, that's interesting,
dude. There's a fucking 10-minute timer. There's a bomb go off when this hits 0. What's the fuck, dude? The price, dude. At 10 minutes, they start incrementally raising the price of the ticket to see if you really want to go, dude.
That's interesting.
This is so weird.
But, you know, having said everything that we've said, it would be cool if the event is a success.
Yeah, I would say it would be dude, wait, so if you want to do this, you have to scroll down and you have to click the plus button. Okay? And then what happens when you click the plus? So it'll just add it. It just adds it to your subtotal. But wait, what is it? It just says donate. What is hold on. What does donate mean? I feel like I have to ask that question. Does that add it to the Tilify? Or is that donating to? Hold on, wait. Okay, Creator Clash will be using a massive
That's a
platform.
valid question.
Dude, am I donating to the gala? Wait, hold on.
Well, are we sure there is a gala? Apparently, I thought Ian and Anissa won't be going to the event.
Oh, maybe I don't know. I don't know, dude. Well, they're the life of the party. They can't have the gala without them.
Well, what's at there can't be a gala because who's at the gala? Well, I guess everyone could be at the gala.
Dude, what do you mean? They're gonna roll out the fucking green, white, and red Palestinian carpet to bring out fucking Frogan, Mike from PA, Bad Empanada, Hassan Piker. They're all just gonna start walking. They're gonna walk into Roddy Roach's The Box, dude.
I should go to the gala then. I should go and show face.
Dude, you should just show up hammered to the gala. You're like, dude, my fight was crazy, wasn't it? And everyone's like, what the fuck happened to Harley?
I'll show them. I'll get so fat and do so many drugs. I'll show all of them.
Oh man.
Well, like I'm about to stop at my neck. My third Buc-ee's on my trip home. It's 100 miles away. Like I'm doing the third Buc-ee's in a row. Like how am I doing? I'm doing great, bro. I'm
Good
doing
for
great.
you. I hope the stress is off your shoulders, dude.
No, unfortunately, there was a whole bunch of stress, and that's what like made it easy to separate from. And seeing all the drama attached to it, I do know that there are some creators out there. Like I was watching, I believe it was Tubbo. Yeah, the thing you tagged me on there. I was looking at him, and I was like, "Oh man, that's awesome. He's here. He doesn't even know what Anissa's name is. This is great. This guy got it figured out. He's watching the event. He doesn't know her name. He doesn't know
they sold it. He thought they sold it 2 weeks, a month and a half before, dude.
Yeah, so he didn't. He was like, I'm like, this is chill for this guy. I want the event to go smoothly because look at him. He's chill.
He's so innocent. He doesn't even know why He doesn't even know why people are gonna get booed yet. Holy fuck, dude! Did you see? You didn't see the video. So iDubbbz went on there. Oh wait, what the fuck did he say? Shit, I just literally lost it, bro. It's in the middle of the night. Fuck. Oh fuck. Oh, I just lost.
He went on where? On the content deputy?
Oh no, fuck. Oh god, in the content deputy. Oh fuck, dude! I totally forgot what I was gonna say.
We were talking about Tubbo. And he didn't know how to say Anissa's name.
Oh, I got it. I got it. No, so he drops out, right? He goes, it's okay. It's going to be taken over by the people who did Creator Clash 2. That was what he said. And I just sat there. I could not stop laughing when I heard him say that. It's like, don't worry, guys. It's in good hands.
That's confusing now.
Yeah, because I didn't know that organization was involved in Creator Clash 2.
I mean, the organization is Live Nation.
Yeah.
And I don't think Live Nation did the last one though.
Because he says, well, that'd be funny if he lied.
Well, do you know who did the last Creator Clash?
No.
They put on. I can't stress this enough. They put on a great show. Now, the ticket sales or whatever and the money handled behind the scenes was something else. But the guys that put on the show itself...
Wait, the ticket sales... Pause, Mr. Harley. Are you conceding that it wasn't a sold-out crowd like you said last time?
Listen to me, motherfucker.
You fucking straight up lied to me, bro. They were moving people down from the rafters.
14,000 fucking people is a lot of fucking people, motherfucker.
Dude, you came in here, you're like, dude, they sold out the Amalie Arena. Everyone's gonna want to be part of it.
Did I say sold out?
Yeah, you did, asshole. You said they fucking filled the fucking Amalie Arena. You couldn't, even if you looked, you wouldn't be able to find empty seats. That was what you sold me on the first time.
I didn't say that.
You fucking lied to me.
I definitely, wait, hold on a second. You pull up that shit right now and tell me that place isn't packed.
Dude, no, but yeah, it's because they moved everyone down from the upper bowl. It's just all the whole top is empty. It's just bigger. Wherever the camera is, that's where all the people are sitting.
So apparently they sold 13 or 14,000 seats Creator Clash 2.
Mm-hmm.
So fuck you.
Okay, so
No, wait,
that's
13,000 or
wait,
14,000 people?
dude. There's 21,000 seats in the building.
Wait, when you calibrate it for boxing, it's less than that apparently.
Wouldn't it be more? Because there'd be like the wait, hold on.
No, because I see what you're saying, but because of multimedia, apparently like when they had a UFC event there, it was like 18,000 people.
Okay.
But did you get that information too?
I did not know that. No, that is new information to me.
Okay, I thought you were double checking it because I don't mind when
I
I'm
can't see
double-checking.
anything boxing. I got arena football 19.5 concerts. Well, a concert would have to be bigger than boxing, right?
You'd think so because there's no special multimedia, you know?
Yeah, hockey is 19.7, basketball is 25, concerts 21.5. There's no boxing.
Oh, I thought that they had a UFC thing there that was at like 18,000 or whatever. Listen. The point is this: because 13,000 or 14,000 were sold, it was
You're correct.
enough.
UFC 19,000. Yep.
Okay, well, and I understand that it wasn't sold out, but it was a lot of fucking people in there. Enough that someone was like, "Let's do it." Hey, even though it lost money, let's do it again.
Yeah.
I'll pay for it this time. That's how confident someone was. But having said all that, the reason why I brought it up, the well, I forgot what my initial point was. Why I was bringing up the 15,000, 14,000 people.
Well, because you were trying to say that like everyone would want to invest in it because like being able to sell out a crowd that big is something they wouldn't be able to like turn away.
That's what I was saying. That's why someone bought it. But the point that I was saying was Creator Clash 2, the people who decide what to do with the money is different than the company that puts on the show itself.
Yeah.
So the people that own the part of Creator Clash that put the show on itself in Creator Clash 1 and Creator Clash 2, my point was, before you started bullying me on some fucking numbers, the main point was that those guys put on a crazy ass show. Like I went to the Misfits one in England, and it was, no disrespect, it was a very fun and entertaining show. But things from like the audio visual, like when they went on the screen and they were talking, doing interviews on the screen at Misfits, we in the crowd couldn't hear what they were saying. There also wasn't as many camera angles. There was no like cameras over top on ropes or anything like that. And granted, maybe they could have cut corners here and there, but Creator Clash 1 and Creator Clash 2 as a show, the company that put on the show put on a great fucking show.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I got to see comparatively Creator Clash 2 to Misfits, I was like, holy shit. And that's why I just had a lot of confidence in the event and how it's run in that sense. But at the end of the day, it came down to how much money was going to go.
Yeah, we kind of agreed that it's a promotion thing, right? Like they can run a good event, they got to promote it correctly. There can't be any controversies. And
right, but so is he saying that the people who put on the show are now, I guess they're doing the promotion and stuff?
I guess the quote is, they're going to use Creator Clash to attack Anissa and I. I have decided to step away from Creator Clash. We will relinquish our control to our business partners who ran the previous two events. They're very capable. They know exactly what they're doing. They run events on a regular basis. The event is still happening. We just don't have financial ties or any ownership. So it would have to be what you're talking about if it's both.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I would always, if I would do this with like everyone, even if I know them personally. But if a YouTuber ever says something, I'm always like, yeah, right. Let's see the proof.
Yeah, I don't believe that they're completely cutting ties. And again, listen, this is something I said to somebody else who told me about this, but like a month and a half away is that doesn't mean shit. this event is like soiled with their presence no matter what happens. It's like they're stepping away, but then Hassan Piker is going to do a charity stream for the event anyway. Like, this is like, what's happening here?
Well, if you own something, you can't just like be like, and I now relinquish ownership.
Well, they could like drop it on your feet and run away. Like, Harley, here you go, hot potato.
There's a cost. There's a cost attached to that. Mm-hmm. Like there's a tax to that. There's a whole amount of bureaucracy attached to such a thing, to such an action that it's like, I mean, listen, this is just me. I'm not a part of it anymore. But if I'm a part of it, these are the questions that cross my mind. That's why when I saw the post from Discord posted on Twitter, it was not for me actually. I was like, these are very interesting questions. These are all very smart and valid questions that would low-key like kind of piss me off a bit. And then if I call the person that I'm supposed to know this from and I'm like, hey, what's going on with this? And they're like, well, you're going to be happy to know that I relinquished all ownership. I'd be like, oh, who am I supposed to talk to then? Who has this answer?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I were like, hey, what's going on? And it's gonna like, oh, there's gonna be an announcement on Friday. And let's say you were like Tubbo, and you don't care about any of the bullshit going on the internet, and you're like, oh, I can't wait to get my announcement from Creator Clash, and then you go get your 2-minute Creator Clash announcement embedded within a 30-minute drama video. You're like, this is interesting. I just wanted to know what was up with Creator Clash. Who's Ethan?
Yep, 100%.
I'm Tubbo. Who's Ethan?
Yeah, you got to learn about the fucking Israel-Palestine conflict and find out why Ethan Klein is responsible for Child Protective Services getting fucking called to his house. God.
Imagine you're Tubbo.
He pulled up a screenshot, right, of Gila Klein donating $20 to my stream, and you just see my little Pope Wiggler on the screen. And it's like, imagine you're Tubbo, and you're like, what the fuck is happening?
Imagine you're Tubbo. It's a beautiful day outside. You just logged off Minecraft. And you're like, what's going on with my boxing match? There's a new announcement. And then you open it up and you see Nicholas DeOrio's Wiggler or whatever
just
it
start
is.
Flopping around, dude.
And you hear about CPS and Israel. And you gotta it's like you gotta go through the whole video to get to the point where your announcement is the people that you had contact with are like, we no longer are we have no part in this. And then they go back to talk about there's more Israel. And then you're kind of like, well, wait, this announcement is only giving me more questions.
You're just sitting here and you're like, who is Houthi Charlemagne? What is...
But that's so what do you do? What do you do?
Tubbo, what do you think of Hassan Piker watching a hijacked ship live on stream?
But if you are...
You know what you do? You promote the event because you've been paid apparently shitloads of money to do this charity event.
You think there's a possibility. There's a possibility. I wondered if I was going to be offered money, which I wouldn't have taken, by the way. It would have been a hard thing to accept if they were like, "Hey, come on back. Here's a couple bucks." I would have been like,
"Would you like the cancer kids' money or the Alzheimer's patients' money?" Dude,
you should see. I bought a jet ski with last year's cancer kid money.
Dude, the cancer kids would have loved that jet ski, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah. It actually has cancer written on the back, and I tell people that's because it's my zodiac sign, but really it's because that's what paid for it.
It's in memory of the kids who didn't get any money from the galas.
Yeah. No, but actually, we're allowed to joke because you donated to my charity, so that's allowed. So all these jokes are legit. We do wish the best.
Dude, it's okay, bro. Hassan Piker. Hassan Piker went on a debate and he goes, "Oh, Nick, the rape review man." So now that's just like anyone from his sector is like, "Oh, that's the guy who reviews rapes." So that's great. I really appreciate that. I guess it's better than the Nazi. That was what he was calling me last time. But yes, somebody put up a post saying that like I wish death to like
some of his
non-whites.
teammates. Yeah, I was pro genocide. That's what I am. Apparently.
Yeah, you had some crazy
so
fucking Vietnamese guy. Not Vietnamese. Where is he from? Where the fuck is Bad Empanada in these days? Taiwan? No, God, it's some fucking country. I literally can't remember. Argentina.
It's
some fucking crazy guy from Argentina.
Some country that lets him fucking get up to his devious little fucking silly internet antics. That fucking ugly fucking goon.
Who else but Bad Empanada? Yeah.
Dude, what a fucking. I don't want to be mean. What a terribly ugly fucking creature of a person.
Dude, he's like, Nick supports incest. I go, I would never support your conception.
I did see that. I actually saw that. I saw that in the wild. It was fire.
Thank you.
A good one.
Thank you.
Yeah. But I can't stress this enough. I do hope Hassan raises a lot of money. And I hope that the event is good for everyone participating. But I am also content not being a part of it. It is tricky. I mean, listen, you could be okay with Israel existing and also want a free Palestine. A lot of people have a hard time imagining such a thing, but it exists. Sometimes you can like two things and want them to both be possible.
Like, I like vanilla ice cream and pistachio ice cream, you know?
Do you ever mix them?
Dude, you only do that with vanilla and chocolate. Hold on. No. That's actually genocide. That's fucking ice cream genocide, okay? That's ice cream genocide.
Yeah, apparently Neapolitan ice cream's fucked up, apparently. Apparently. Yeah, strawberries too much, though.
Dude, no. No way.
Yeah.
How come there's never strawberry soft serve? It's always in, like, the frozen ice cream that you get at the grocery store, but nobody does, like, soft serve.
That's a great point. That's a great point. Why don't you do something?
Why don't I do something about it, dude? Dude, if I could just get my hands in there, dude, I could fix the ice cream industry right now. It's just like, it's a lot like Israel Palestine. If I just went down there, I could get them to stop fighting, you know?
One item on the menu. Strawberry soft serve. That's all. That's what it's called. That's the place. That's what it's called.
Are you wearing a fucking Hatsune Miku t-shirt right now?
Yes, you saw my Twitter.
I just opened my Twitter and I saw this and I figured my chat would like this, so I put this on the screen.
Dude, this is crazy. Every person driving across Florida, when I stop to get gas, this person could be like, they look like they're 16 and they watch Hassan Piker streams, or they look like they could be my father and they voted for Trump. No matter what, they're like, that's a fire t-shirt.
That's pretty funny.
I'm telling you, I've never gotten more compliments in my life, and I've had this shirt for 2 years, than I have being in Florida. Florida fucking loves the Miku shirt. It's so crazy. It's crazy. I got my 15th compliment on it when I was like, I gotta post a Twitter video.
Oh, by the way, how is your coach kind of taking all this stuff? How did it impact him?
That was the funniest thing. When all this was happening, and I was like talking to my partner Justin, I was like, he was like, damn, dude. He's like, that's a lot. I was like, yeah, I'm pulling up to my boxing gym right now to explain this to like a French Canadian guy that doesn't give a fuck about YouTube. Like, I had to sit down with this guy and be like, ugh. So in 1948, they make this place a country, all right? You following? And then the very first week, and I'm like, I start this shit from there. And I'm like in the boxing gym with him for like 2.5 hours explaining everything. And I'm like, so? And he was like, it's too bad. You really made a lot of progress. It's too bad. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, I respect the decision. I respect what you're doing, you know? Yeah, it's too bad. And I was like, yeah, well, I'll put a message out to Aiden Ross if I get the opportunity to be like, hey bud, you need anyone to come box at your shit?
Are you? So you're not retiring? You'll fight for somebody else?
Dude, I got in shape. I mean, I'm like fucking 1 or 2 buckies away from being out of shape again. But like, I would do a box. I mean, I would do a boxing thing next month or something.
Oh, really? That's great because they've got some former professional athlete in the next fucking Happy Punch card. You got 1 day's notice and no training time. Would you like to get the shit beaten out of you for a paycheck? Would you like to fight KSI in 3 consecutive fights on the same night to set a record or something?
I would do actually. That I would do.
Dude, would you do tag team boxing? I saw that in real life. It looked interesting.
I would. I would do it. I would I would do a 2v1 also.
2v1, but they all have to, but they have to be like super short.
I want like me versus the Bad Empanada twins or something.
Oh, dude, could you imagine? You're like, okay, I have escaped. You'll be fighting an unknown fighter, and then like all of a sudden, dude, Mike from PA comes out with like boxing gloves in hand, slamming them together to the Soviet national anthem.
I'd run out and meet him. He wouldn't even have to make it to the ring. I'll meet him in the walkway on the way out.
Well, Mike said that some people only respond to the the pipe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I saw that. That's so bizarre. It's so bizarre seeing some of these guys like sitting at their computer and be like, "Here's my little call to violence," because I'm always sitting at my computer, and I'm gonna talk about what violence does to a man. It's like, shut the fuck up. He's such a goober. All these guys are goobers. And and like, it's a bizarre thing to call, like the whole calling for violence thing is such a, people are so comfortable with it lately. It's so weird. Even like, I don't want to get too political, but Luigi that went and shot the guy, people are like, oh, fuck yeah.
Yep, same thing.
I'm like, that's someone's dad that woke up early to go to work early and be at work on time. And like, I know that the game's all fucked up and whatnot, but he killed someone's dad, and that's I think about the sad part of killing a man right now.
But you don't understand, Harley. His policies killed a bunch of other dads, and even though he's dead, they're not going to change. But
Well, that was the interesting part. Is I'm like, well, what happened though? What happened? He killed someone's dad,
and then everyone called him hot on Twitter for a couple weeks. That was the extent of it. It went from like, we need to do something about this, to damn, sexy shooter.
You know, and he, I think he is a good-looking guy, and sometimes I'll see like Houthi propaganda on my Twitter timeline, and I'm like, well, Hassan is a very pretty man. I could imagine that if I were a lonely girl or a lonely gay man, I think I would be enamored by the Houthis.
If you were a girl or a gay man, would you be pro-Palestine? Just to be a Hassan fan?
He could do that to me, I think.
But I have to ask you a question. I don't know why you didn't exhaust this option before you dropped out. There's still time, Harley.
It's the MAGA body. It's the MAGA body.
Would you be willing to talk to Sam Cedar about this before you make any rash decisions? Have you considered having to sit down with Sam? He can explain to you why this is your fault.
You don't know. You think like Creator Clash, where it's at right now for me, is fucking weird. Yeah. It's not. I used to be like, Sam Cedar, man, look at this fucking guy. And now I watch like Ethan Klein like fuck up Sam Cedar in a debate. And I'm not even making this up. I'm like watching it. I'm like, oh, he's not equipped to talk about this with Ethan Klein. This is bizarre. Everything in my life has been bizarre. Like all through COVID, like I watched a lot of Hassan. This guy was like the guy. I watched this guy, a lot of him. And then And then it got to this place where I'm like, oh, I guess I was blind to a lot of the things he was sharing, or maybe I just didn't watch him enough. Because now I get like a lot of like pro North Korea, pro Houthi,
Yeah.
hijacking ships and taking people hostage, and I'm like, why is everything so fucking bizarre right now? That the creator clash thing is really not that crazy in the grand scheme of it all. I'm like, it's all been
It's like, yeah, it could be
real
worse.
wild
This could
for
be
me.
way worse than it is right now.
Oh well, that's true. Yeah, yeah. Um, uh, like tariffs on action figures. Oh no, wait, that does exist. I'm an action figure collector, so I'm that's my biggest nightmare right now. Action figures cost more than ever.
Yeah,
See,
so
you don't know
dude,
about that because you're not a really cool guy like me. You like watches instead of action figures.
wait. You
But
don't know.
yeah,
Do you know how bad the watch tariffs are? Oh no, dude, no, that's a problem too.
oh, they
Oh
got you too.
yeah, no, they hit the watches, dude. They hit the video games. Oh God bless this administration. They came in on eggs are too expensive, and they left on everything is too expensive.
Well, it is interesting that one of the biggest things that I found interesting, and I did already start to look at him a bit like, hey, this is looking a little weird. But when Hassan was like, yeah, don't go vote, don't vote for
I forgot. Did he
Kamala.
ever explicitly say that? Because it seemed like he always dodged the question. But then he's like, "I voted for fucking Kamala Harris. What did you think I voted for, Ethan? I voted for fucking Kamala Harris." That was so funny, dude. Dude,
Oh,
wait,
I thought
dude, did you
he told
see
people to
how
not.
much of the debate did you watch? Did you watch the end, like towards the end of it?
Yes.
Did you hear the part where he just starts screaming, "You're fucking racist! You're racist!" So fucking, that was so
Yes.
funny. That was so fucking
Well,
funny.
I thought it was interesting because it looks like the game plan. Because I look at everything like YouTubers. Like when I look at them, listen, both of them, they're doing. When I look at them, I'm like, these guys are doing their job. You're doing your job right now. Me, I'm a chill guy. I'm just a chill guy here. But I'm looking at them, I'm like, they're doing their job. And I see that Hassan came in with his mentality was like, I'm gonna be so chill. He's gonna look fucking crazy automatically.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like at that point, he just had no chill left. He had no
He
chill
broke.
left.
He was so
And there was
long, and he just broke, dude. He just
And
broke
I know
down.
that I did that to Keemstar in a Twitter circle,
I
and
think I
I
was
was like,
there,
nah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. And you know what? There was a Twitter circle the night before where I was much calmer, and he deleted it because I was very chill in that one. It wasn't a good look at how chill I was.
I think I posted all of them. I was in there with 2 of them with you.
Oh, you have the chill night too?
I have both nights up
I
because
can't wait to go back and listen to how
I had
chill I was.
streamed those to Twitch. So I had the VODs and I reposted them to YouTube back
You
then.
streamed
So
it to Twitch, you fucking terror
I was
supporting motherfucker.
I was collecting super chats on that conversation. Oh god.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jesus Christ. All right, Harley, it's fucking 2:20 in the morning. I'm gonna wrap it up here and probably tie off this one until next time.
All right, thanks.
I hope you're doing well, buddy. I'm actually really sorry to hear about how all this went down. Obviously, even though it's hilarious from where I'm sitting, but it sucks for you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm content, and it'll be fine. Everything will be fine. You could get tickets at thecreatorclash.com.
But I recommend you don't get those. I recommend you actually just don't do that. In fact, if you can go to my Twitter right now, you can see that people are currently able to get refunds. So I think you should. Yeah. But the thing is,
I will not be there.
But wait, Harley, you might want to know this. In case anyone that you know bought tickets, it says they're not accepting them after May 7th. There's no more refunds. Today is May 6th. You have 24 hours.
Really? That's how it is?
Someone put an email in yesterday. They said, please confirm by 5 p.m. May 7th. It might be a 2-day window, so that might not be the case for every person. But for this person, they give them 48 hours or they can't refund. So
interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
All
I
right,
have a
get
friend,
home
Freddie
safe,
Long's
buddy.
boxing in it, so I don't wanna curse the event. I think it'd be cool. But yeah, anyways, thanks for I mean, you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, bye.
Peace out, buddy. Jesus Christ. So where are we right now? Where are we? We have an hour and a half. All right, here's what's going to happen. Ethan didn't finish this. I didn't finish Ethan. Wait. No. Hold on. Wait. Okay.